So we start with Mr. Gutschall and Mr. Dagnan.
Well, that is an interesting spin, and since I had said earlier that that's what I liked about the IRB, I suppose it's a fair question. And what I would say to those who are considering another one up here, I would say that it's totally understandable. These are great candidates. What I would ask you to consider why I should be your number two, though, is when you look at what we've talked about tonight and what does it take to actually put ideas into action, what does it take on the county board to understand the mechanisms of the county, some of the more mundane day-to-day things that it takes to be a successful board member to actually affect action and to build that progressive future that we all want for the county. I think that I have some unique qualifications to do that. My small business experience, my years of service on the Planning Commission, Transportation Commission, Economic Development Commission, and most importantly, what I think that I have built a reputation for, which is to be someone who listens to what the community is asking for and then takes that voice and puts it into action. Thank you.
Whether or not everyone on the county board agrees or disagrees with each other, they need to be a team. And when I have built teams and I've worked with teams, they need to complement each other. I truly believe that I would be a significant complement to the current county board because of my servant leadership, because I've been able to see people in their most vulnerable state on the ground with my sleeves rolled up, and to be able to apply those relationships, those skill sets, that experience as I inform policy on the chair of the Emergency Preparedness Advisory Commission, as the president of the Civic Association. I am able to bring those two things together and bring that to you, to bring that to Arlington County so that we can keep a diverse, safe, and forward-thinking community.
So I'm offering a very different vision, a fresh and bold, different vision based on my background as an entrepreneur, as an innovator. When people are talking about adding a lane on 66, I'm talking about the impact of autonomous vehicles on the future of our transportation. So I'm offering a future forward-looking vision that's rooted in our present wealth, in our forward-thinking character, and our progressive vision. But I'm also looking ahead, 25 and 50 years of what kind of community we want to be. I also want Arlington to be more activist, to be a strong community that fights for our values. Every time I talk about big ideas, people throw the villain rule in my face. They'll say, we can't do this. You know, I think Arlington should build partnerships, and we should work across state lines and party lines on common grounds. But I think when it comes to our values, about the environment, about women's rights, about equal pay, let us stand up and let it be known that we stood for something. We may get slapped on the wrist, like we did with the towing resolution, but we stood for something. I am willing to stand up for that fight. And that's the kind of candidacy that I'd like to offer to this race.
Well, first of all, since we are doing this IRD and some runoff, I do want to encourage you to rank us. And I certainly would like to be your first choice, but to your question, second or third can work too, because it's really unlikely, I think, based on what we've seen the last 3 years, that in either the school board or the county board race, any one candidate will, after one round of voting, get 51%. That means the IRB will come into play. So if you just put an X next to your name, which you can do, and that candidate isn't the number one, you know, the one who drops to that round, you no longer have any say in that. And if you're not going to have the ability to vote in a primary, if IRB with a smaller turnout is supposed to be so important, well, let's take advantage of that. Now, I think that, you know, what I offer is, again, a 30-year record of service and commitment to Arlington, from neighborhood up through various commissions. My record of advocacy and of advocating for people who weren't the insiders, right, and who didn't have access, and being able to willing to listen to them and to fight for them to get some result. And I think also in my case, my background in accounting and finance is important given the challenges of the budget, because we have to do what we can in order to get value for the taxpayers and to serve as many people as we can in the community.
Okay, I'd like to thank the